anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Now here's LeBron. Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spolstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
With the amount of titles and rings the Spurs have racked up in their careers, Coach admitted it could be a little intimidating playing against them. He said Duncan is an instant Hall of Fame guy, and that can scare teams. We have to be fearless and play just like they are any other team, any other extremely talented team. Easier said than done, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And Clark, as you were saying, the trio of LeBron, Wade, and Bosh all have options in their contracts to become free agents in 2014 if they choose to. And Steve, you have to think that at least one or two of them might exercise that right.
Well, you know LeBron will, because he's the most underpaid athlete probably in the history of sports. He's worth 10 times what he makes. But it's going to be interesting to see what Miami does here the next couple of years with their roster.
Parker with it. Now guarded by Haslam. Parker against Chalmers. Parker inside. Gets it to go. Parker's got his second bucket.
Boy, that was impressive, Park. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender.
Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there, Steve. Well, you know, with LeBron James as the main post threat on Miami, the outside shooting touch of Chris Bosh fits perfectly to help them space the floor, and he continues to expand his range.
Leonard with a screen on Wade. There's Green with the three, and that is good. Green's got 6.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
17-foot shot on the way. Here's Haslam, and he uses the glass on the lane.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out, that's the results you get right there.
Green kicks to Duncan. Here's Splitter. No what? Nice D from Haslam.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Shane Battier is checked in for Udonis Haslam. San Antonio with the ball. 6-point lead. You talk about Bosh in his shooting range. He's trying to develop a reliable three-point shot as well.
Well, it's happened. In the playoffs last year, he shot a lot of threes. It's kind of a function of the Miami offense, trying to provide floor spacing for LeBron and Wade. But in some ways, it takes Bosh away from what's made him good, too, the slashing and the ability to score around the basket.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you've got to continue to go to the well.
Here's LeBron. The finger roll finish at the bucket. LeBron's got his first points of the game.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Matt Bonner, he's checked in for Splitter. Diao comes in for Tim Duncan. And it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green. Now here's Parker. Ginobili, defended by Cole. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Diao can't hit.
A dramatic improvement for the San Antonio Spurs defensively last season, guys. Coach Pop had suggested that they might have gotten too old to be an elite defensive team anymore, but that wasn't the case. I think he challenged them a little bit, and they raised the bar of their defensive performance.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Miami shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Well, they were 75% free throw shooting a season ago.
And Battier, no good on that one. And Clark, you mentioned the defensive improvement of the Spurs. Going into last season, their stat gurus told them they needed to focus even more on contesting shots, even if that meant committing more fouls or allowing more offensive rebounds.
Well, that's exactly what they did, Kevin. They gave up a few more offensive rebounds, fouled slightly more than they had the prior season, but they were better in terms of shot blocks, steals, and they held their opponents to a lower field goal percentage. So a great example of getting an edge from advanced stats.
Bellinelli with the three. The Heat have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11.
It's got to be nice for them to know game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by.
Well, I tell you what, Greg Popovich, a really impressive leader for the Spurs. He's able to keep all of his players locked into what's best for the team. Has a military background, played basketball and studied at the Air Force Academy before serving 5 years in the Air Force. And you know some of the leadership that he brings to his position was learned from his past experiences.
So it's San Antonio now, following the shot by Ray Allen. Bellinelli passes to Dion. Parker inside. He's against Anderson. Parker's shot is off.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
And Clark, you mentioned Pop's time at the Air Force Academy. That's where he got his start in the coaching ranks.
Yeah, 6 years as an assistant there. He's head coach at Pomona, an assistant coach with the Golden State Warriors and the Spurs, and eventually moved into the front office in San Antonio. But wow, what an amazing run it's been for him. 17 years as the head coach of the Spurs.
Pass to Bob. Allen outside. That will count. A sensational shot at the buzzer.
Perfectly timed. Couldn't have done it any better. How about the